It's really important that we don't cast the coronavirus as something beneficial for the climate. It's a devastating health crisis and nobody wishes that it happened. We just need to be really clear at this point not to say that the climate is a bigger problem or a more important problem than the health crisis. We do see some similarities between the two crises. Those who are most vulnerable are being hit first and worst by the coronavirus, and that's similar for the climate crisis. And we know that government intervention has had a huge impact on stemming the impact of the climate or of the coronavirus, and we know that the same has to happen for the climate crisis. So even though emissions have gone down because the economy has been put on pause, essentially, that doesn't mean that we can take our foot off the pedal and trying to reduce the climate crisis and the devastation that is causing and will cause around the world. So this is actually a really good opportunity for us to push governments to have a recovery that is just and that is climate proofed, and that creates a society that is resilient to devastations like this. But we also need to make sure that everything that we do now creates a more stable and just and resilient society, so that we can tackle the climate crisis as well as and better than we're tackling the coronavirus. What we're doing is we're supporting people to communicate with their TDs. We have a letter that you can send to all of your TDs on our website and on the Stop Climate Chaos website, and we're hosting regular call-a-thons. So it's a community of people who come together to support one another to call their TDs in a safe, supportive space. We give you a script and we ask them how they're going to make sure that the recovery is indeed climate proofed. And beyond that, we're running lots of educational activities. So we're running a webinar series around system change for just transition, and that's to view available on our website. And we also have one on food sovereignty, which is coming up on May 6th. So we do encourage everybody to stay involved, to keep in touch with their groups, to really focus on what a resilient climate justice movement looks like, to keep in touch with one another, because we need to be showcasing the behaviours and the attitudes and the values that we want to see in the world. What I would really like to see is that government behaviour changes and that we see a more interventionist state that can really tackle crises and really manage risk in the way that it should do in order to protect its citizens. I think the main behaviour that we're going to see after this is hopefully people recognising that the government can step in when it's really needed, and that it can manage a crisis and that it can manage risk, and that we have an opportunity to shape that.